Hello, this is T5485, the GorillaBots, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm here with Shriram and Kaden, and today's topic is AI. We're going to dive deep into AI, how it works, the new innovations of AI, and whether we think it's good or bad. So let's get right to it. First of all, how does AI work?
For those who don't know, AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, and it is the science of making machines think like humans. AI is a complex topic, and it is very hard to explain. But in simple terms, AI combines very large data sets with many processing algorithms. It can manipulate these algorithms by learning behavior patterns within the data set.
Interesting. Okay, so let's talk about new AI inventions. For me, when I hear AI, I think of ChatGPT.
Yeah. I think we all know what ChatGPT is and how it has changed a lot of the things we do. For example, at school, we all know how to write an essay, but now, I think we've gotten a lot more lazy. And a lot of our assignments, we kind of use ChatGPT and just put in the prompt that we get for a school assignment. And obviously that has its problems for a lot of reasons because it's kind of cheating, but I guess a lot of times we don't really think of it like that.
Yeah, but we can also think about how good it can be for school, to help people study and learn new topics. It can also give students ideas.
True.
I personally think there's good and bad because, for example, good is say you're bad at writing, it helps you.
But a
bad
lot of
as
times,
in
people just take off whatever ChatGPT says.
True, yeah.
I know I've used it before for information about history, cause I just history is a subject that's kind of hard sometimes with the depth of it. So I use ChatGPT to just give me historical context, but I don't use what it says for assignments just cause you can tell when you use ChatGPT for something, you can kind of tell with the voice of it. It just sounds too good for anyone to actually.
Well, what if you write this continuously using ChatGPT?
That's just
And then it's people start believing it's you.
Yeah, but then what are you gonna do when you actually have to write something in person?
Then that sucks.
In our classes, we actually have to do in-class essays sometime.
True.
What are you gonna do? Just fill all the in-class essays?
Well, most of my teachers make me type it up, so.
But online, there aren't a ton. There have been many tries to guess. If it's AI, but none of them are actually really successful.
I know,
they use AI to guess AI.
One of my friends actually uses ChatGPT for all of her assignments, but there's checks in classroom where it's it runs the
it's
security
really
checks,
difficult to tell.
but it doesn't do anything. She's literally gotten away with it so many times, and it's funny, but it's also that's not helpful whatsoever. So it's definitely changed changed a lot of how we do things. But one thing we do have to talk about is OpenAI, who created ChatGPT, and how its CEO recently got fired for a short time because he was hiding information called Q.
Whoa.
Q-Star.
Yeah, what is that, Kenan?
Well, Q-Star at its basis is a program that can do self-improvement. This means Q-Star can get smarter and more capable on its own without human-created data.
That's crazy.
Wait, so not only that, but it can also solve complex math problems. But the worst part about it is online encryption.
Why?
Well, because online security relies on math. Login passwords are usually encrypted with complex algorithms to unlock. If an AI can do this and learn, hackers are able to obtain this data and they can easily break into anything. This is the main reason CEO Sam Altman was fired.
Then rehired later.
I didn't actually know that. That's interesting.
That's crazy.
That's kind of nerve-wracking, actually.
Imagine
He got fired
to
for
you.
a couple days, and then he got rehired later.
Really?
Yeah, it's a crazy story.
Imagine that actually happened to you. What if you actually got hacked by someone who was using it?
Okay, so I guess the main question is, should we stop AI before it could be a threat to humanity? Or keep going and innovate it? What do you think?
I mean, there's kind of both pros and cons to this. I was talking about before. I guess it's becoming more helpful for us in daily use, but it's also dangerous because a lot of us are becoming a lot more lazy with our actual work. Because I know a lot of the generations are supposed to get smarter and stuff, but if we keep innovating technology and stuff, it's just gonna make us do less work in general.
WALL-E?
Yeah, remember that WALL-E? Those people,
that
was scary. That could actually happen, guys.
It's a possible reality. That's scary.
So I guess it is.
But I mean, you can't really stop innovation.
Well,
yeah,
what you could do with AI is use it, but then limit it. Only certain there's certain AI and security systems that only government and people part of the government political figures can use and the general public doesn't have access to.
Right.
So like big AI like stuff, you can like encrypt it and use only like restrict it only to like influential figures that are allowed to use that, so it makes it less of a risk, and like allow like simpler sort of like watered down versions, I guess. What do you think, kid?
Well, I think personally that we should not stop AI. We've seen that AI can help. It can be really beneficial. And if we stop it, then we kind of stop innovation. And
What do you mean?
we always need to keep going forward. I
but
think.
like Lydia said, there's possibilities of becoming like.
We can also like target our innovation skill, like our like.
I mean, I will say the problem of like Q-Star is that it already broke into it's the national like minimum for like security. It already broke past that. So it is like very smart and very capable. But there's always been problems, and we always kind of have to keep going.
There's always like a pro and con for basically any
Right.
technology. Like there's like, for example, like there's like security systems that they're like a few years ago there's like the whole thing like with the Ring. I'm not sure if you know about that, but like where like they had the security system and like people could hack it easily.
Right.
So there's always like a pro and con. I guess the pros would be like it helps people, but then the cons would be like it makes people lazier and like risks of like issues.
Security. Yeah.
Security, yeah, that's what it's yeah.
I
You
mean,
got anything else?
we can like target like our technological advancements in a different direction and like not towards AI though, because like I feel like if we keep developing AI more, I don't know, maybe I'm just like superstitious from like all
robots?
those like robot like
Wow,
movies where it's like
Terminator,
where it's like
robots
they're
are
all
gonna take
gonna
over the
they're
world.
gonna turn over, like they're gonna turn against us. Like I just kind of getting paranoid from that, but like I don't know, it just seems like we can use our like talents or whatever towards like a different goal and not towards AI. We can just like leave it as it is.
One more thing I do want to say about the school thing is that there was a time, right, when they were first introducing calculators, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to ruin school. We're all going to get super dumb." But now look at us. We use calculators, and
People have gotten
we
dumber, to be,
I
I'm
feel
not,
right, but
like,
I mean,
I'm
we've
gonna tell you right
integrated it with our school system, correct?
True, but has it made
So
us smarter?
could we use AI to actually help us during school, like a personal tutor?
We do.
I
Sometimes.
saw that.
There's certain schools that encrypt, like for example, I don't want to. Well, there's like certain like AIs out there that help you in the marketing. What I have seen is for
Academy.
Khan Academy is there. I've also seen like Grammarly, which is really popular.
Right.
The thing about Grammarly though, they've added newly, is every time you like write with AI, you can add a thing which says written with AI, like give a citation saying it's by AI.
Oh.
Or if it now has this new detection feature that if you're using it for an assignment, it can tell. And it'll be like, wait a minute, this seems like homework. You shouldn't be doing this. I'm not gonna let you, and it'll cancel the prompt.
That's
So now you're like,
hilarious.
what? And so, cause like one time I was.
happened to you?
Has that? It has. I tried. Listen. Let me explain myself. So one time I like couldn't get this like one question, just this one last question on this like thing. So, okay, one question. Relax.
Okay.
And I was trying to like put into Grammarly AI and like the whole like Grammarly Go AI thing.
Right.
And it's like, wait a minute, this seems like homework. Why are you trying to use me? Are you plagiarizing? What are you doing? And then just cancel the whole response. It wrote like an essay and then just canceled it. I'm like, so I ended up having to do it myself. But I did surprisingly well.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'm not that dumber, but
I
I,
mean,
think AI is good.
That's good on Grammarly's part, but like I know a lot of other stations that don't do like those security checks, because like
But they should have like rules. I feel like the government or like some like local governments or like governments should have a rule saying, hey, if like added to like I don't know, not the Constitution, but like amend it so that
the Constitution.
No, but like
It's like a middle amendment, guys.
Well, no, it's like AI is evolving. It's like becoming such a big part of our lives that I feel like the government or like somebody needs to step
It's
in
hard
and
to
be
go
like,
anywhere without seeing a little bit of AI.
yeah, putting
Yeah.
like rules saying like you need to do this certain thing for AI. Like for example, like German thing, you have to have to put a software that can detect if this is being used for malicious intent.
And AI,
But like I feel like when you start doing those kind of things, there's also going to be other people or other individuals that are going to make things that like skip past those or try to get away. Like
Well, there's always like, cause for example, like computer, like when programming came out, people did it, and then after a while, hackers came about. They figured out programming and they started getting past these firewalls and everything. So like, there's always been like cyber hackers and like hackers in general. So there's always gonna be that one person who's gonna hack past it. So there's no like definite solution of like stopping the whole like.
Right.
You can never fully stop it.
That's true.
And obviously, even if you did, it's like it's gonna come back at some point.
One thing
So.
we also have to think about AI is we've been talking a lot about like the chat bots, all that stuff, but AI isn't just those. Like,
Yeah.
it's also in the iPhone. It's in almost like a ton of pieces of technology also use AI.
Yeah.
So
Like,
AI isn't just like those chatbots and things that can hack into things. Like, it's used for Face ID.
there's a
Siri.
lot of scary things about AI too. Like I don't want to be like pessimistic about it, but like the one scary thing is like what I've seen online is it can like mimic like deep fakes, like faces, and another thing is
100. Yeah.
nowadays it can even mimic voices, like popular singers.
does
like
get
BTS,
scary.
Like, guys,
Taylor
oh my
Swift,
god,
all
I have a
these big
funny
singers.
story. So this one time, you know how like I had like glasses and stuff. Oh.
Wow, you
And
could've-
one time, they didn't even recognize me.
Wow.
For a second, it didn't
Well,
even
there's a new
recognize
feature where you
me.
can like add like if you wear glasses, you have to do a new Face ID and it'll like recognize it with glasses on.
No,
and
like
without
it was
glasses.
just for a second, because like I
Okay.
like and then it like came back and I was like, oh okay, but like
Yeah.
that was so funny. I was like, how can you not recognize me just because like I'm not wearing glasses?
Yeah, but it's like that's cool, but then it's like scary too. Like the idea, like it can, like now it can do voices. There's like so many people, like celebrities. It's
Yeah.
maybe there's like Donald Trump.
And
there's,
also,
like,
like,
Obama.
how
There's
Donald
BTS. There's like K-pop bands. There's like American singers like Harry Styles, Taylor Swift. All these
Yeah,
people.
there are a lot
like,
of president
covers.
videos like
There's
where-
real
Like for example, like BTS Jungkook.
Jungkook.
Okay, how do you pronounce it?
Jungkook.
There you go. Thank you. I can't pronounce it well. But the point is, he did a cover of like he never did a cover, but he did like some covers of Harry Styles songs. But like songs he didn't do, they used AI to like make it. To be honest, like if you listen to it, you can like
Yeah.
tell the robot thing of it. But some people have gotten so good at it, it fooled like some people, like genuinely. Like if you mix the idea that it can
It's
mimic the
really
voices
advanced.
and the face, that's scary. Disney actually came out with a thing now. A lot of dead actors, for example, like Star Wars actors that are
I
dead now,
know.
they're using deep fakes
Do
to
they?
recreate.
Yeah,
They're
I
using
know.
VFX artists
That is crazy.
so
It's
they're
like-
bringing
I did not know
them
that.
back to life.
Creepy.
It's cool, but it's scary
Like,
the fact that voices, humanoid stuff.
They're
But
not
we can basically
actually-
create humans. That's so
Like,
creepy, but so cool. At the
I
same time.
remember like when you like your favorite character dies off in like a movie,
That's
like their character actually dies, and like you feel bad. Sometimes you like do want them, like they could like with all the advancements, you do want them to use that to like bring them back. But at the same time, it's like kind of dishonoring that person's memory, because like you're kind of taking their voice and like continuing to use it.
That's
It's
that's
just,
that's what a lot of people are saying when they found out like Disney was doing this. They're like, you're kind of like stealing all their like it's like it just doesn't seem right. But then at the same time, you want them to be able to like still see them. Like say for example, James or Jackie Chan like died. Okay, in theory. You want him to, like, say you're a big fan of Jackie Chan. You want, like, there's a bunch of fans. Millions upon millions of fans.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
Well, so you want more movies of him. So, like, this idea of, like, bringing him back in the movie is kind of cool, right? Instead of, like, a lot of, like, things, like, say, like, a movie, usually when they're in a movie, before, it would happen, like, they'd
But they
record
would
a
have
movie
to have
and
like
then it'd die. What?
an actor that looks like Jackie Chan, right?
That's what they would do, and then try to do VFX and all that.
Actually,
Yeah, they do
animation
do
it
that.
wouldn't matter.
Animation doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Animation, you don't really need it.
So in Disney, like
There's, like, rumors of, like, animation studios using a bit of AI to, like, make characters like that. Without having to
yeah, for
draw
sure.
them and
They
everything.
can easily
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
It's cool. But it is scary. So I guess there's, like, pros and cons to, I guess, like, sort of wrap it up. ChatGPT is good, but then if it gets in the wrong hands, it's bad. There's pros and cons,
Well,
like
huge
most
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
So, hey.
No, but like I feel like AI is still like we've acknowledged that AI is like important in our lives, and like
True.
there will be pros and cons in both directions that we could
it's gonna
possibly
be in our
go
life
through.
no matter what.
So
though.
like there
We
really
can't
isn't a
run
lot you
away
can
from
do.
it. Like,
Yeah, it's just gonna be there.
we
Almost
can't.
like basically
And there's always
everywhere.
going to be people who are going to be like innovating it. And
Yeah, like even if like we try, most
no
people
matter
try
what
to
our
stop.
opinions are, we can't stop
There's, like,
the
certain...
revolution.
Revolution?
Yeah, the revolution.
Oh, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us for this podcast episode, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.